Okay, first I'd like to introduce you to my audience members, Haley Bell and Sheila Battles. Okay, the effects of BPA on the general public and infants. BPA, which stands for bisphenol A, is a chemical that is found in plastic water bottles, plastic baby bottles, and also metal-lined cans that we use for our food. I'm sure that most of you has used these products either on a monthly, weekly, or even a daily basis. The question remains, though, is BPA safe for human consumption? My standpoint and my viewpoint is that BPA is not safe for human consumption, and it should be removed from all products in the USA by order of the FDA. My sources are pbs.org/newshour and reviews at ebay.com. What is BPA? BPA is a chemical. It's one of the top 50 chemicals produced in the U.S. It is a sexually hormonally based chemical, and it produces the female hormone estrogen, and it blocks the male hormone androgen. What can it cause? BPA can cause several different diseases, disorders, and dysfunctions, such as ADHD, which is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, autism, increased aggressiveness, and cancer, such as breast cancer and prostate cancer. Also, type 1 diabetes in children and adults. So you can see that this chemical can be very dangerous. What can we do? There's several things we can do. We can watch the recycle number on the bottom of our water bottles, such as numbers 3, 6, and 7. Avoid these bottles at all costs, for they do contain the chemical bisphenol A. And one cannot ignore the fact that in this world we have a race and a demand to keep up with businesses trying to drive costs down and attempt to anticipate the customer's need. Products no longer as we know them when we were children. We are glad for the safety now that when our children fall on plastic toys that they're not metal and they don't get hurt. We're glad that when our child throws their bottle or sippy cup off the floor that it's not made of glass and it's made of plastic. But in using this plastic, many products are now cheaper to make. They're more attractive, lighter and sturdier, but every day reveals a growing concern, suspicion, and facts that materials that give these properties are also poisoning us. And plastic and chemicals are everywhere in our packaging, leaking into our food, our toys, our soaps. And bisphenol A has finally come well into the spotlight over the past years within the scientific community, with disturbing evidence mounting daily. Concerns have been raised about its potentially harmful effects on children and pregnant women. The effects are more likely to emit for the powerful sex hormones. This can cause brain damage, abnormal organ development, and hyperactivity when pressed in small doses. Also, they found that in studies that women that have a history of miscarriages have 3 times the amount of BPA in their system than women do not have miscarriages. And an independent laboratory study of the 5 most popular plastic baby bottles was conducted by the Public Environment Group from California. The findings were released in February of 2007, and it was found that the bottles treated from these 5 brands were leached to BPA at levels found to cause harm in numerous laboratory studies. So, what can we do? What we can do is we can look for, like I said, the recycle number. Remember to avoid 3, 6, and 7. Also, get involved in your community and get active and proactive about the use of BPA. In 2008, Canada removed all BPA products and banned any BPA from entering the country. In 2009, Washington has set aside a bill to be passed to ban BPA from the United States starting July 1st, 2010. So we can always be proactive in these movements. Any questions?
Yes, I have a question. Uh, Canada being so proactive, are there any other countries that you know of that are concerned about this same problem, that imports different items over here to the United States?
Well, many of the countries, such as Australia, aren't even aware of the effects of BPA. It's not in the news. It's not, out there as such it is in the U.S. The controversy is not there such it is in the USA today.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Any other questions?
What can we do to get it out there in those other countries that don't know anything about it?
Well, what we can do, there's always different sources, internet sources. A lot of people can blog and get it across the United States. We can, there's so many different social networks, and we can get them out there because all different countries are on social networks and on the same social networks. So we can get it out there to our friends, to our relatives. So just get in there on the internet and be proactive, and you can even write columns to other countries. Thank you.